Friends, welcome to another episode of Daily Energy. I'm your host, Aurea Eden. Today's energy is one that is going to require us to get out and about and be active. This is a good day to socialize, but it's not a good day to stay out too late, because if you do, it's okay to be around friends and family. But if you want to go to like social outings and stuff like that, I really don't recommend it right now in this date and time. Okay, the day's energy encourages forward movement and transformation. It is purposed to help us balance action and reflection. This energy motivates us to take decisive steps toward our goals. However, it will also remind us to pause in order to evaluate our progress. As we enter this date, many of us will feel a sense of motivation, clarity, determination, and purpose. By embracing this energy, we will learn to trust ourselves, gain momentum, amass courage, and solve problems. However, this energy also has its challenges today. And so some of the challenges of the day's energy is really trying to find that balance between action and reflection. So when there's not a balance between action and reflection, what ends up happening is that we end up like aimlessly going, for one, and then we end up making rash decisions, like impulsive decisions. And so this is what we're encouraged not to do today. So although risk taking is good, we should not take risk to cause somebody else harm. Our calculated risks are supposed to be beneficial for our becoming, for our purposeful becoming. So these are some things that we're encouraged not to do. Okay. We're encouraged to be patient. Okay. Be patient. Okay. Channeling this energy will help us prioritize our goals and network. So it's a good day to spend time with friends and family. Okay. Spend time with friends and family in a work area. It's a day to work on productivity, creativity, action, and productivity. These are the goals. So you want to increase your numbers today. This day also has the tendency to attract wealth. So it may get busy sometime today, but because of the overall energy, we're also asked to use our discernment and our intuition, okay, which those two go together, to really go with our gut today. Because there's a lot of when I get into the prediction, you're going to understand what I mean by there's a lot of people out here today that's demon possessed later on tonight, okay, or throughout the day, and they're just going to be doing stuff, okay? Happens every week, okay? Every cycle is the same thing. There's going to be people lurking about, seeking whom they may devour, okay? It's not the person, it's the entity in the person, okay? It's an ideal time to initiate progress, make projects, make decisions, and also take care of our responsibilities. So it's a good day to take care of the people, places, and things that cannot take care of themselves. In most cases, I would say this is a day to get out and about in the field. If you're on a farm or in your front yard or your backyard, whatever needs work, around your household, is a good day to do that. But take care of the people, places, and things that cannot take care of themselves. That's why it's about taking care of responsibility. And so this is typically a day when I say you can go visit your loved ones in a nursing home or something like that, so that nobody's forgotten today. Taking care of the older generations here, our elders, okay? Because sometimes here lately, it seems like our elders are not being considered like they should be. All right. So we also want to take some time to reflect on our past, to see what we can learn from it when we're like taking action today so that we don't repeat cycles and patterns. So in other words, we want to learn from our mistakes and use our failures and mistakes as lessons to learn. Okay, they're not failures, they're not mistakes, they are opportunities for learning. And so that's what we want to do today, is learn from those things. Those who harness this energy wisely will have an energetic, pleasurable, and creative day and productive day. However, those who harness this energy not so wisely, they will experience disgust and gloom, and we will see that in the predictions for sure. They may become overly critical, be hard on themselves. They may be pessimistic. They may be detached, isolate, because they feel like they should be further along. They're not where they should be in life. It is essential to find this balance and take action because of this, okay? To act so that you can get the life that you want. That's why yesterday we took some time for ourselves, because today we were going to get busy. Remember, yesterday that was about taking some self-time, taking time for ourselves so that we could reflect to see what it is that we needed to do today, what we must do today, okay, to align with the goals that we have. And so the intensity of the day's energy can sometimes cause conflict and misunderstanding. Look, this is the 22nd day of the month, and every 22nd day of the month is the same thing, okay? Same thing. Those who have effective communication, it's going to be a good day. Those who have ineffective communication, not so much. Okay? It causes misunderstandings. And what happens when there's a misunderstanding? Things can go left when they're supposed to go right. All right? So for us, it's important that, if you feel yourself in that place, stay grounded, walk away. All right? Come and visit another day. Read the room. Know when it is that, like study people, learn people. If they start closing themselves off, if they cut you off every time you say something and they keep doing it, that means they don't want to hear what you got to say. That means they put a wall up. I had to learn this, okay? I coach people every day, every single day. And I had to learn, I'm like, okay, so they're not ready to listen. You got to learn when people are not ready to listen, okay? You got to learn when people are not ready to accept their own reality. You see? Like, because sometimes people just ain't ready. And I have found that when you're not willing, you are not ready. So they're not ready because they're not willing. It's not that they're not ready because they can't do. It's that they're not ready because they're not willing to do. They're not willing to accept where they are presently. And so that's what makes them not ready. So when this type of thing happens, it leads to those unfortunate events, okay? So that's why we're encouraged to pay attention to our intuitive impulses and be at home at a decent hour tonight, okay? And even if you can't be at home at a decent hour, it's still good that we like be intuitive enough to follow our guts, okay, to respect our intuition enough to follow our guts. Because I'm telling you, my gut has told me some things that I ignored, that if I would not have ignored my gut, I would be so much further in life. And I would have been able to avoid some people, places, and things that tried to take, they did, that took advantage of me. Because my gut said, hell no, don't go. But my heart said, love everyone and give them the benefit of the doubt. You see? Yeah. So listen, listen to your gut, okay? All right. So, because the devil's minions are out seeking about whom they may devour tonight, okay? They want to harm and devour. I'm not talking about people, I'm talking about demons. All right, so let's make the most of today's energy by 1, avoiding impulsive actions. 2, not dwelling on past failures to doubt. And so what that means by not dwelling on past failures to doubt, it basically means like sometimes we'll go back to the past just to come back here in the now to doubt ourselves. It's talking about, oh, well, it didn't work then, so I doubt I can make this happen now. I might as well just give up. It's not going to work. It ain't never worked. But that's a lie. Okay. We can also make the most of this day by engaging with others and seeking support. It is a good day to spend time with family and friends. Okay. You'll see a lot of people out in, when the weather's nice, or people, social gatherings and stuff like that, because the energy promotes it here. And so because of that, there might be a lot of barbecues or something like that. You might smell a lot of food cooking in the air. Whoo, child. So not being inflexible and unwilling. We talked about that just a second ago about how if you're not willing, you're not ready. So today it's going to require you to adapt. That's why it was so important that you look and learn from that past situation. But hurry up and get on up out of there, because the past like to grab a hold and try to stay. And then that's what we got to just cut off the weight of the past and move on and move forward. Okay. We should also not ignore our needs and well-being. So this day, because it's so energetic, it has the tendency to have us feeling like the energetic bunny, like we can keep going and keep going and keep going. But the truth is, we still need to take breaks to check in on ourselves. Okay, do we need to drink some water? Yeah, we need to drink some water, and force ourselves to drink water, because I'm picking up something in the energy today about kidneys. Okay. So we need to hydrate ourselves and, focus on what it is that we need. Take action. You see, it's about preventative maintenance. If me, yesterday, my form of self-care was getting my doomsday bags together. One day I'll share that with you, okay? But I was getting my doomsday bags together, right? So I ordered my stuff off Temu. And y'all, let me tell you, I ordered my stuff off Temu, but I was so mad. Some of that stuff that I thought was going to be big, that stuff was really small, okay? I was like, that ain't what it looked like when I bought it. That stuff was really small, but you know what? It was yet and still, although it was small, it was worth it, and it was quality. It was still some stuff that I needed. So I went ahead and I got my mask. Okay, I got my what's my mask called? Shoot, I can't even think. But my gas mask. Got my gas mask. Got my water. I got my water filters. I got my med kit and some other stuff that I bought. My bivy, and yeah. So we'll work on that together another day. But that's what I ended up doing, taking action yesterday. Well, no, I didn't take action yesterday. That came in the mail, and I just went through it, okay? Because that's my form of self-care, because I believe that preparation is preventative maintenance. You see, that if I prepare myself, then I will get better at taking care of myself. You see, yeah. So that's where I'm at with that. So not comparing yourself to others. Have you ever done that? Compared yourself to somebody else? I don't recommend you do it. Just be yourself, because you know what? Nobody else can fulfill you. Okay? Believe in something higher than yourself, your purpose, and your authentic self. Those are only 3 things that can fulfill you. Everything else will not be able to fulfill you. Those 3 things are the only thing that will make you feel fulfilled. If you don't know who you are, you will not feel fulfilled. You will be aimlessly going, purposely going, and faithlessly going, okay? And that's not good, okay? Trust me, it will easily cause you to go down into a ditch of self-pity when the challenges of the energy of the days knock you off your feet. And they do have the tendency to do that, okay? So don't compare yourself to others, because you're unique for a reason. Doing too much by not doing too much and not enough. Okay, don't do too much and not enough. I always say you're doing too much and not enough. That basically means it kind of means you're getting on my nerves. When I say somebody doing too much and not enough, that means they're not contributing the good. They're contributing the bad. They're not putting forth the effort. They're doing too much. They're all over the place doing too much and not enough. And today that's not going to fly, because it's creativity, action, and production. Okay? And we've all been guilty of doing too much and not enough. Take action and avoid by taking action and avoiding procrastination. Don't put off for tomorrow what you can do today. Today is not the day to be lazy. Today is the day to do it, okay? To put your plans into action, okay? So you need effort, and effort makes the ordinary what? Effort makes the ordinary extraordinary, okay? So, I am talking with my hands today. So I'm also getting not being overly critical of self. So sometimes we don't want to be ourselves because we want to be somebody else, because we're overly critical of ourselves. And if you did like I told you yesterday, and you went on and you spent some time in your mirror and said, girl, go on and get it, girl. Go on and get it, girl. You have what it takes to do what you must. You are enough, boo. You are enough. So if you spend some time in the mirror doing positive self-talk, you ain't got no time for no negative self-talk, you see? So that's why it's so important that you stand there and you talk yourself up, okay? Tell yourself that God told yourself that you was enough. And then yourself will tell yourself that God told you was enough. And everybody that deals with you and yourself, your me, myself, and I, is going to tell ourselves that we is enough, okay? That was all over the place. Doing too much and not enough. All right, so viewing setbacks as lessons, okay? By viewing setbacks as lessons, okay? We make the most of the day by viewing setbacks as lessons. So that's what I was talking about earlier. Past failures and mistakes are not failures and mistakes. They were opportunities to learn. That is a lesson that you must learn, chosen. You must learn that lesson, because otherwise you will not be willing to overcome. You will be too far down in the ditch of self-pity, singing your woe is me's. Okay? So by not overcommitting and spreading too thin. Okay, so when you overcommit, we talked about that the other day. We're still in that energy. It's still about you. Don't overcommit. Let your yes be yes and your no be no. But remember, we're still in the energy of practicing our no's. Right now, can you do? No, I cannot. Not at this time. My apologies, but I cannot respectfully. I cannot. Not right now. Okay? Because you can't be selfish or selfless until you first be self. And if you don't know who you are, no, I cannot. Okay? But it's not that you can't do, but because today is a day for you to be able to do, but just don't overdo. Okay? Don't do too much and not enough. Okay? Don't spread yourself too thin. Don't overcommit. All right, taking calculated risk and embracing new challenges. By taking calculated risk and embracing new challenges, by not letting tensions prevent goals. Sometimes people will be an energy vampire, try to sipe all your energy so that they can run off with all your stuff in the sunset. They become a distraction, try to throw you off your game so that they can play your game and win, not knowing that you already done won. You were born a winner, you see? And so that's their goal. All right. So you have to know for yourself that, what's really going on. Okay. That's what's really going on. They're trying to, that's the thing about jealousy. I tell my clients that when there's people that's jealous, Sometimes what they're trying to do is they're trying to throw you off your game. They're trying to pull you off your high horse so they can get on it and ride off with all your stuff in the sunset. That's what jealous. Have you ever seen that happen? I've noticed it. People tell me, oh, you can't do this. Oh, you shouldn't do this. And guess what they end up doing? The very thing they told me that I couldn't do. You see what I'm saying? It's like after they said all this, next thing I know, here they go. All right. So yeah, gotta watch them. All right. So be grateful and appreciating be grateful and appreciate the journey. By being grateful and appreciating the journey. That's what that says. By being grateful and appreciating the journey, focus on the possibilities rather than the limitation. Look, I'm going to be grateful right now because every time I see the word grateful, I thought about this one person that really thought, they were making fun of me. And they were basically like, if you're going to write, make sure you spell the word right. It is not GREATFUL. It is GRATE. And I'm like, okay. You gotta be careful who you make fun of. But at the end of the day, I'm grateful that she taught me how to spell grateful because I've been spelling it right ever since. See, that's how you got to use this to make that. Some people, they got all mad and no. Now I just told her, without telling her, be careful who you make fun of, because it's going to be the very ones that you make fun of that you're going to be trying to smile and grin in their face later. Talking about, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? Uh-huh. Yeah. You're watching me now, ain't you? Uh-huh. Then remember Cardi B told that woman that, what you doing in here? You told me I was never gonna be nothing. Now look at you. You're watching me. But no, but be grateful. Because if it wasn't for that type of energy, honestly, if it wasn't for that type of energy, you probably wouldn't have the momentum that you have now to keep going. You see? So your haters are a blessing, not a curse. Your haters are a blessing. So by focusing on the possibilities rather than the limitations, we can also make the most of the day. So focus on possibilities rather than limitations. So you are enough. You are capable. You are equipped. Okay. Journaling for progress evaluation. So remember, I was talking about putting $1 or something, however much money you want in the drawer every time you check something off your to-do list. You can still do that too today, even with your journaling. Like, write down so you can measure your progress. Okay, so because your mind will play tricks on you and you think you might not be doing something, but by journaling, you can go back and say, yeah, I did this. I don't know what my mind's trying to say, but my mind is lying today because I can see that I'm doing something. I can see the work, okay? I can see the progress, You better tell your mind. I'm telling you. So let's take bold steps toward our goals and push our hesitation, our fears, and our doubts out the way, okay? Let's embrace today's vibrations to take necessary actions needed to overcome. After yesterday's self-care, let's make the most of today's energy by acknowledging and appreciating our achievements thus far. Now, let me get into the predictions. Now, I tried to do something different with the predictions today. You know I like to rhyme. And so the predictions today is kind of like in a rhyme. It's kind of like a riddle in a sense, but not so much. Okay, for the next 8 to 9, never mind. Anyways, so the predictions. So I'm just going to read it here. So colors, feelings, and bruises. Black and blue can make the lips purple. Wrecks and ruin. Skeletons and large objects. With deceit, cheats, trick, and double cross. Money stolen will be lost. Avoid, escape, get away from me as criminals flee to escape police. Ducking and dodging in the masses, events turn out tragic. Small made larger, and things are added. Sold in bulk will be the sale, while something happening in prison in a cell. Now red, the color of blood, and judgment scarlet. They may bang the head on a toilet. What is flushed may not be found. Cheeks turn pink with wine, and dinner, some frowns turned upside down. Country is where it may go down. It could be music, just a sound. Time to plant seeds before spring comes round. Sick animals and parasites. Some will cough all night. Talentless and unattractive, some may say. You should see the look on their face. Traffic on streets and markets as things get busy. Errors, fault, slips, and falls. One impulsive action could cost it all. Bad tempers, annoyance, and disappointment. Fake friends hold grudges. Drunks and drinking, cars lose control, wheels off axis as no one holds. Change in laws and talks about China. Politics discuss liberal social welfare. Fabrics and furniture and twisted wool. Many will find this day some bull. Placed in classes and groups for classification. Race may be cars or groups discrimination. Travel over snow, ski, and leisure. Something about a bus and liberation. I don't know. Travel over snow, ski, and leisure. Something about a bus and liberation. Securities, investments, and financial institution. Heads must be put together to find a solution. Replacements and substitutions relieved of their duties. So replacement, substitutions, and relieved of their duties. Findings on surrogates and something about the kidneys. Lawsuits are likely for faulty contracts and all that I have said thus far. Hellos and goodbyes, spending time with family instead. Okay, the last part didn't rhyme that much. Okay, but anywho, meanwhile, back at the ranch, that's what I have for you today to explain some of the predictions. There's going to be drinking and driving. Okay, so there's going to be an increased in wreckage. Matter of fact, those are the most news that I see coming up over the next 1 to 3 days is going to be about wreckage. I also see something about a submarine. So, I've been getting a submarine for about a while. I don't know if it happened already or not because, over the last 2 days, I haven't done my predictions, but I'm getting something about a submarine. So if it's already happened, then it's still the submarine talk. I'm also picking up something about a large vessel. This could be a large submarine, but I'm seeing something about like something being enlarged today. Let it be our territory, friend. Enlarge my territory. Enlarge my territory. That's what we gotta say today, okay? Well, I love y'all. Good blood one. Hearts go out, okay? You get a heart, you get a heart, you get a heart. Hearts go out. Hearts go out. You take care of yourself and each other. Bye.